We are ready to enter Lane Stadium in Blacksburg, Virginia. The Hokies enter the stadium to the familiar strains of Enter Sandman. It's the Pittsburgh Panthers and the Virginia Tech Hokies. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, Pitt's head coach told me before the game, this is a concerning crowd. You know, every time we're here, it's one of the best atmospheres in all of college football. The coach said they will have to communicate at a high level. They have worked with crowd noise all week at practice. We'll see if it pays off here today. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Fielded in the end zone. It's Robinson. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football. An absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Hits inside, it's Turner. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Big play in the running game, and they get him out of bounds right at the 50-yard line.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond, and the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Now they're going to throw it. Incomplete. A 50-50 ball won by no one that time.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. Snapped on 4th down. Look out. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
And this offense choose to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum to swing back to the other side of the football field.
Using his legs, it's Hawkins. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. Gets a turnover.
Well, defenses get excited when they see the quarterback in an empty backfield like that. They know, hey, I'm not going to have to beat a running back or a tight end to get there. If I get to him, I might have an opportunity to knock this thing loose, and that's exactly what happened for the defense.
The Pitt Panthers offense out there to go on the attack. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Second down, going to throw it. Makes a catch. Crosses the 30, he's got to lay it. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. And the Panthers come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Makes a grab. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
You can just see the command this guy has of the offense. He's been picking this defense apart, matriculating the ball down the field. He's now got him in the red zone, close to the goal line. I wouldn't be surprised if they just keep letting him throw it.
Touchdown, Panthers! And they strike first.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
And the point after is good. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Here comes the Hokies offense to start this possession. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down.
Well, when you're throwing these out routes, guys, it's location, location, location. As a QB, you've got to put that out in front of your guy so he can make the catch. You put that behind him, that might be getting picked. Nice job there by the QB.
Turns into the pile. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because third down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. The quarterback doesn't throw it away. Instead, the defense forces a loss.
Now, I tell you what, you got to love the way this defense attacks downhill. I mean, they see QB run, they pull the trigger. They're not waiting. There's not a lot of guys standing around watching, playing so fast, stringing that thing out, nowhere to go with the football. He can't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Second down to the air. Got his man. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
Nice job by the quarterback there throwing the hitch route against zone coverage. You can't stare at him. If you do that, then you allow the flat defender to get underneath it, and that might be a pick six. So really good job by the quarterback there, using his eyes to manipulate the defense.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down. And the Hokies will punt this one away. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. Good job by the coverage team, and that's how we'll end the period. That's the end of the period, and Pittsburgh has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So first down here as they go back to work. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Gets rid of it. Caught over the middle. It's Kent. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. After the holding penalty, 1st and 20 for this offense. They'll go to the counter. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring second and 10.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Back to pass on second down. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. On the run, fires downfield. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
stop is made at the 35-yard line. It'll be a 4th down.
Well, you got 3rd in California, not a lot of play calls for that, so they go with the safe run, and a nice job getting a lot of the yardage back. Obviously, you don't get the first down. You either do two things. One, you help out the punter here, or if you decide to go for it and you trust your quarterback in your passing game, let's find out what this coach wants to do.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Snapped it, and he has to have it. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Rolling, throwing, looking right. Hits him inside the 20, still going. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. They want to throw it. Rushes on. Touchdown, Panthers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Heath. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking for room. It's Hawkins. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback signaling to his guys. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Long way to go on 2nd down. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Going to try to get it himself. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the 1st down and get the sticks moving.
The Hokies getting set on 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Fights off the defender. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a 1st down. The defense uses a timeout. That's their 1st. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the 1st down. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Got it behind the line. It's Heat. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
They'll need a bunch on second down. From the gun. Picked off. What a play by this defense. There he goes to the right. The 10. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A pick six. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Drops back on first down. Left side is Brown. Turning it on! They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Hokies headed quickly to the line.
You never want to say it's over early. I mean, we're here early in the game, but considering what the scoreboard is saying, they absolutely...
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. Clock stops as Virginia Tech calls its first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Hokies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air, it's Baker. Rush right in his face. He'll pull it down and run. He's stopped.
Well, that's just an amazing individual effort, trying to get back as much yardage as possible to set up a third and manageable situation, right? Nice job in the open field, understanding the situation. You obviously cannot take a sack at this juncture on the drive, so do what you can do to put your offense in a good position here on third down.
Pitt calls its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Hokies will try to pick it up on fourth down. Needs it. Tried to power it ahead on 4th and 1, and this defense was up to the challenge, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, what a job keeping your eyes on your key. It's so easy sometimes when they run those RPOs to get a little bit lost with your eyes, to come up, play the run. Nice job seeing the ball thrown. He's got his guy, makes the tackle, and gets the big 4th down stop.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Got it in the middle, it's Lee. And that's the final timeout for Pitt. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. That throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Fires it down the seam. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And this offense, man, it's just been a struggle. I think guys, like, they've struggled to get points on the board and to move the ball consistently. And so I love this shot right here before the half, but they got to find something to hang their hat on, something they do really, really well.
Going for the big play. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with the Northwestern Wildcats taking on the number 8 team, the Penn State Nittany Lions. And it's Northwestern in an absolute fistfight with a team that has been every bit their equal today. Both offenses putting up points. Feels like anything can happen in this second half.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Baker. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Bush is ahead. There he goes. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The Hokies will hustle to the line. Off play action on 1st down.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David. And they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Straight ahead, it's Overton. 5-yard gain on that play. It'll be 3rd and 5. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Escapes the pressure to his right. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
And how about the awareness by this guy on 3rd down? A scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that 1st down. It's 3rd. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this 1st. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
Looking downfield, it's Baker. Makes the grab. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the 1st down. And the Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Making the adjustment on the play. Fresh set of downs going up top. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense forced the quarterback out of bounds before he could get rid of it. Had to take the loss. Here comes the field goal unit. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Deep in the end zone, it's Robinson. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Pittsburgh sends out the offense to start this drive. Wide receiver going in motion. The run inside. It's Turner. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Sweet cut there. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Wants to throw one first. Lets it fly. Snags it at the 30 and still running. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. Now let's see if they can follow up that huge play. 1st and 10 from the 23. Fresh center downs going to the air. Got his man. Touchdown, Pitt. And the stomping has commenced. Lining up for the PAT.
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Keith. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Moves the pocket. It's Baker. Here comes the heat. He's got the back in the middle. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield, and he's got some speed and wheels himself to run with them. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. He's changing the play. Snap on first down, wants to throw. With the catch, it's Davis.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was two guys right next to him, so that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the late in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's good.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Needs it here on 4th down. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Pittsburgh has the lead. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. will stand to the game, and we'll start with the first down. Wants to throw again. Moving out to the right. Trying to make magic with his feet. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one. The Hokies want to pick up the tempo.
Nice job by the QB. Sit back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Looking for a man. It's Baker. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point cuts the lead to 28-10. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play.
Number 17, set to advance on the football.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. From the wideout. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Turner. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute, you got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Throws for the tight end. Timed that hit perfectly to keep it from making the grab. It'll be third down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play, and I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Pulls and fired complete. He's brought down at the 33 as the defense keeps him away from that first down marker. Fourth down coming up. Snapped it, and he has to have it. They're all over it. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on fourth down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. If backups are on the field, they get an opportunity to run your playbook. So let them do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. I got to be honest, I like it.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Got him downfield. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. They'll try to get it in with the run. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run. And the Hokies racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll try to blast their way in. Touchdown, Hokies! And they take it in for 6 more points. now they'll try to get the two-point conversion, guys. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to pass, it's Baker. Escapes the pressure going right. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
Two-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window, ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
From deep, it's Robinson. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Turner. He's past the sticks. All kinds of room to the right. At the 30. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Panthers. They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0. And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the fourth. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. Bringing it back. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. We're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Making the adjustment. Drops back on first down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Panthers! The defense does the work itself with a pick six. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. And the extra point was good to finish things off. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Looking downfield, it's Baker. Looking to the big tight end. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Fresh set of downs going up top. He lets one fly deep. Got it in stride inside the 20. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Getting set for the point after. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. Man, I hope the kicker's okay after that penalty. You've got to worry about protecting them when they're on that plant leg. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
And listen, you start to get desperate, right? Late in the game, it's in the fourth quarter. You know, I got to steal a possession somehow, some way, and you got to pull the trigger and kick an onside, something you feel good with. They tried. Unfortunately, they failed, and this game is going to get difficult now even more down the stretch.
And he's brought down after a short gain. Second and long here. Snap in the shotgun. Uncorks one. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Motion from the wide receiver. Running inside, it's Turner. He's brought down at the 49. That is well short of the first down. Clock stops as Virginia Tech calls its first timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on fourth down. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. On the move. He's past the marker. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. The Panthers will snap it on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Virginia Tech wants to take a moment. They call their second timeout. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Defense has to stay out of that neutral zone. It's 2nd and 5. And they're just about out of chances. The defense can stop it one more time as the quarterback takes a knee. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team